Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
I hope that made it onto the
How
screen.
goes it? Enough head shaming. We are here today.
Different than body shaming.
Very different than body shaming.
Body very hot. Head so gross.
We're here to play
Butter
Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, total butter top of head. This is a extra spooky session of Curse of Strahd.
This one more spooky?
This one is spooky.
Oh no.
Because we have entered the Halloween time.
Oh.
This is, of course, a Curse of Strahd campaign called What Rough Beast. It's a 5e with some 2024 modifications, Curse of Strahd, played by us, that is modified to take place as well in the real world, our human world here on Earth, in roughly the late 16th century. And in this universe, which is a universe where third Joker movie has come out, and it really messes... No, a third one.
Oh.
And it messes with people because it's a silent film.
I'm so sorry.
People are going to hate that. Then
That'd be so great.
The Joker. Oh, I didn't tell some of you guys this story. I guess this was when we were watching The Cell at the Egyptian Theater.
Correct.
And I was
Joker
walking
movie.
down the street
This was
right
insane.
after,
Great start.
and like a group of 4 or 5 people walked by, and one of them was a female Joker, like
But not Harlequin.
full face makeup Joker
Yeah.
lady.
Was it
Kind of like a
Vera
good-looking
Drew?
person, I think. So it looked like they were going to like a Halloween party or something.
No, they
Joker?
probably went to a screening of the Joker.
Possibly. But anyway, as soon as we passed them, I felt a very direct, cold, wet spray on the back of my neck.
Like from a lapel level?
I don't know. It was like very direct. And it shocked me so much that I actually didn't turn around and didn't
I would have like
what was
burned
happening.
everything I was wearing. So
I
I was
would-
like, Eugene was like very.
Well,
nonchalant
I spent a while. Look, I guess this is how I react in
It wasn't
situations
Joker
like this.
talking.
I was just thinking about this, like, what happened? What could it have possibly been? Is this an emergency? And then I concluded, like, I don't feel terrible, so I
sprayed the back of his neck with hand sanitizer just in case.
Yeah, but I told you guys like 2 minutes later, because the whole time you might have noticed I went very quiet because I was thinking, what
I didn't notice.
what happened?
What chemical agent?
Yeah.
have I
And
been
then
sprayed with?
I had even forgotten that the Joker person was there. But then I asked our friend, or I was telling the situation to our friend who was also there, and he said, "Oh, I guess you just got Jokered." And I was like, "Oh yes, there was a person with Joker makeup that passed us." So anyway, I do think that that's probably what happened, right?
You got jokered.
I think I got Jokered.
I mean, if you're willing to dress like the Joker, you might as well spray people.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting, though?
Sure.
But Lishan was very disturbed by it.
Oh yeah. I thought it's very violating. I thought it was terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a real
generally-
weird thing to do, and it's like it's asking for a physical altercation.
Yeah.
It is, which makes me think, like, what was this person's end game? How many times are they going to do that before someone gets really upset?
Well, maybe they're hoping that there's plausible deniability that you'll assault them, and then they can beat the shit out of you.
True.
Ooh.
They were probably filming it for a YouTube channel where they'd go like, "Sorry, dude. I mean, it's just a prank."
Was
Just
it
a prank,
Connor
bro."
O'Malley?
It's
That's
probably
true.
one of those.
It could have been Connor O'Malley. It could have been Jake Paul. Through Jake Paul.
Dan Henschel.
But that brings me to introductions. I'm Eugene, the Dungeon Master. He, him.
Alec. I am playing Eric. He, him.
I'm Lishan. I'm playing Lady Lon. She, her. Bartholomew.
Oh, sorry. I'm Nick. I'm playing Father Esquivel. He, him.
And I'm Lore. I'm playing Rowan. They, them, he, him, they, fair.
And these guys are our group for this campaign. And you can learn a little bit more about their characters in this fun video.
Not much is known about the sharp-featured androgynous figure come to Barovia in a high-coloured violet coat with closely shorn hair. Rowan Damnalik makes himself of use to the nobles they travel with, entertaining with a classic tune and his high ethereal voice, not to mention a good bit of gossip with the ladies of the court. Rowan may well imitate the aloof manner of a courtier, but just beneath a practiced facade of calm rages a great anger. And there's something else about them too, something unsettling, ancient, and cold.
Father Esquivel is an ordained priest, sent far from home on missionary work. Though his vestments are threadbare, his hygiene limited, and his ecclesiastical knowledge a bit lacking, he is empathetic and friendly enough. He's on the younger side for a priest, but whatever his life before the cloth, it must weigh on him heavily, for physically he seems aged well beyond his years. He claims to be happy in company and sharing the difficulties of the road, but you might get the sense his smile is feigned.
Even while petting her ornery pet Pekingese Monto, Lady Lan never smiles. A severe Chinese lady dressed in elaborate silks and other finery, Lady Lan never seems to have a hair or jewel out of place. Despite having traveled many months through the deserts of the Silk Road and faced all manner of challenges, you will never see her with a smudge in her makeup. And yet, anyone who spends enough time with her will notice an anger glimmering behind this otherwise impenetrable exterior. Something must give.
Eric von Eggenberg is a pale young boy, his skin almost translucent in the dim light. His eyes, the color of a stormy sea, hold a lifetime of unspoken sorrows, fixed upon the arabesques of the moldering wallpaper, seeking patterns that do not exist. His hair, a messy jet black patch, appears to be thinning. He moves with the jerky grace of a puppet, his limbs seemingly not entirely his own. Clutched firmly in his hand is a ruby brooch, a glimmer of hope in a life filled with darkness. Whispers follow him, telling of a noble lineage abandoned, a sinister apprenticeship, and a mysterious benefactor offering salvation in a distant land. There is an unsettling aura that surrounds him, a disquiet that hints at secrets best left undisturbed.
All right, we're back.
Ooh.
Isn't that nice? Well, when last we left our group of wanderers, you found yourselves in the home of the burgomaster of the village of Barovia, Kolyan Indirovich. You were seeking a brief respite shortly after your arrival to the village, and it seems that you would, in quick order, be needed at the eastern barricade of the city to fend off an incursion of Dead Arisen, which has been a nightly occurrence for the past week or so. These dead are purportedly attacking at the behest of Baron Strahd von Zarevich, the ruler of Barovia, whom the locals call the Devil. Following an ill-fated liberation attempt by Barovian villagers, led by Doru, the son of the village priest, Strahd promised his revenge, and it seems that he is exacting it. This is what you were told by Ismark Kolyanovich, the son of the burgomaster, who greeted you upon your very tense arrival to the village. He told you also about the blighted history of this land in general, the town of Valaki to the west, and the reign of Strahd. You also heard from some locals, Bildrath, the merchant who now doubts Ismark's leadership, Alyonka, a woman petitioning the burgomaster to give up his daughter to Strahd. And some other unfortunates, including a woman missing her daughter for much longer than she claimed to be, Bildrath's orphan nephew, Periwimple, and a whole host of nervous, weary townspeople.
I forgot about Periwimple.
Yeah, don't forget about Periwimple. Now you sit in the guest chambers of the burgomaster's manor, having just discovered an excerpt of text about vampiric beasts.
Yes.
You've recovered a box of so-called fire bottles from Irina. Your bellies are moderately full, whether with meat pies or rabbit stew or both, and you've rested enough to remove some of the weariness from your bones in anticipation of the long night ahead. The church's bell tolls. You are needed at the barricade.
Boy. Let's go.
Would we, I suppose, while we were resting, would we have had enough time to do a couple of... I know that we were intending on doing ceremony
Holy waters.
to create as many holy water flasks as we possibly can.
And we got those bottles, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you have about 2 hours. How many can you create?
4.
Yeah.
And can you tell me what holy water does?
Yes. When you take the attack action, you can replace one of your attacks with throwing a flask. Target one creature you can see within 20 feet of yourself, and the target must succeed on a dex save, DC 8 plus dex mod and proficiency bonus, or take 2d8 radiant damage if it is a fiend or an undead.
How about that?
2d8 radiant
Yes.
if fiend or undead, and the save is the DC is determined by the thrower?
Yes.
That's weird.
It does seem weird.
Why don't we
Yes,
say it's
just-
determined by the person who created it? So that's you?
Both of us.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
have the same... What is your dex mod?
1.
I think I have a one as well. I do.
Oh wait, dex.
Tight.
Yes. So...
Okay, so it is how accurate
throw
it's
it.
thrown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 9 plus proficiency.
Okay.
11.
Who's going to be throwing, just so we have that number?
Oh, wouldn't it?
Who's going to have?
How many bottles
It's
are
the
there?
same
Four
number.
4 total.
So should we all have one? Or
Or give them to
the townsfolk?
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay. Well, then we'll decide when the time comes.
I've got some dex and some telekinesis.
That's
Very
a good
well.
point.
So,
Is there any extra holy water that you didn't put in the bottles?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
remind me,
You
by the
thirsty?
way, to give
I was gonna
you
dip my claws
the pages
in it.
of the book later so that you can have them among your papers. Someone needs to organize this. Get a folder or something. Get something.
I'm just the 12-year-old boy.
Well, Alec
I
is
have
the one
a-
that has like his this very
I could.
organized. You're good at
Yeah,
organizing.
but that's
actually.
Alec. It's not Eric.
I'm
So-
out of.
I have a lot of free
I'm out
time.
of.
I can. I'll get a binder.
I can get some more sleeves.
Okay.
I get to feel the rush of accomplishing something.
Rowan is probably also the character most likely to
Be the secretary.
be the one who actually wants to compile this stuff and
The scribe.
keep it, you know, like
Right.
Lady Lawn is. This is not.
Sure.
This is
Yeah.
not her. This is not her jams. She doesn't organize things except her stuff, which she's glad to get back.
This thing has got to zoom in. It's like I'm so far away, like a little tiny
Oh.
boy.
Why are you feeling so far away?
Why don't you just get it?
Sorry,
to
what song is that?
Maybe you should go like this, Eugene. Like do a big one. Maybe it's too small. It's not seeing.
No,
like-
Take a big L.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is though. I just remember that.
something like that.
Godsmack voodoo.
And I can't
Godsmack voodoo.
why I can't.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's Godsmack voodoo. Okay.
I cast Godsmack
Oh,
voodoo.
I think it did it.
No.
Couldn't
Yeah, it did.
remember their name.
It did.
I just remember that
It's
they
here.
are like a
Oh, there it
personified.
is. Oh,
That was so dramatic.
Was it like the Kill Bill style?
Yeah, it was really.
Okay.
And you have a lot of headroom, which made it funnier. Anyway,
Yeah.
Do you want me to try to?
lower it.
Maybe point it down a little bit. Tiny bit. It's very gentle. Oh, wrong way. To your
down.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. No, wrong way.
To your down.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Left.
Leave it there. Just leave it there. Leave it forever.
It's on a delay, just so you know.
I know, but I'm looking at it not on a delay.
There you go.
The one that you can see.
I see.
Oh,
okay.
I see.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. So where to?
Eastern Gate. Eastern Gate.
Okay. You walk through a town that is leaving dusk behind and shortly moving to a barely moonlit evening. People have torches out as they hurry from building to building, and some, the able-bodied, toward the barricades themselves. As you walk, you see to your west Ismark preparing the barricade on the opposite side of town. And you approach the barricade on the east. It's a ramshackle affair with sharpened logs, stakes, and furniture piled up in about a 30-foot wide barricade between two buildings. Standing on these, the walls themselves are 6 feet high, and there's a platform that lets you look over them if you choose, at the expense of some cover, obviously. Standing at the barricade is Bildrath and Periwimple. Periwimple's hulking figure is there next to his uncle. His shaggy hair is falling messily over his face, and you can see the glint of the torchlight on his crooked teeth. Muscles ripple beneath his tunic,
Did
but
we give him some armor?
you did. You gave him chainmail, and he seems to be shifting uncomfortably under this new weight. And there's a lightness and sort of immaturity to his posture and his squirming. He sees you coming and fidgets at the hem of his shirt underneath the chainmail, and his uncle gives you the barest hint of a smile. Ah! So you've come to take up your post.
We made an agreement, and we intend on honoring it.
And I see you have the bottles from Irina. Unfortunate girl.
No arguments here.
So, he takes one out, sort of throws it up in his hand. Light the wick that's been stuffed into this former purple grape mash number 3. Throw it as far as you can. It'll set the thing on fire. Got it?
Does that kill them? The flame?
It may. It helps. Bildrath says, "This works too," pointing to the crossbow that is attached to his back. He also, you see that there are 5 such bottles in the crate that you picked up. He says, "Listen, I want to thank you for hearing me out earlier today, and for being kind to Periwimple. I've prepared some extra things." He points you to a box with 2 bags of ball bearings, 2 bags of caltrops, some iron spikes, and 3 flasks of oil. He says, "We have little time. You should prepare the barricades. Use these wisely. We don't know how many will come, but come they will."
Caltrops are like ninja stars?
They're like pointy little.
Like jacks.
They're almost
I like
in the
that.
shape of a D4, except
Yeah.
except only on the inside, and it's so that no matter where you throw them, a pointy end will always be up.
I see.
So it's like if you step on it, it'll hurt.
Okay.
presumably. But I mean,
But it's not like a
no
thing.
not really.
It's like so people don't. So the zombies will step and go out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mechanically, each bag covers a 5-foot area.
Okay.
Each bag of ball bearings covers a 10-foot area, and something has to make a relatively low dex save or else it falls prone.
Right.
Each bag of caltrops covers a 5-foot area, and something has to make a relatively higher dex save or else they take 1 damage, and their speed is reduced to 0 immediately until the start of their next turn.
Got it.
A flask of oil, you can throw it, and it does 5
Like grease.
fire damage.
Oh, okay.
Or you can spread it on the ground and then light it on fire later. So that's like grease. And then the fire bottles will deal 1d4 damage of fire at the start of each turn if you successfully hit something, and then that thing can try to take an action to put it out.
And are the iron spikes like?
Whatever you want to use them
Okay.
for.
Did you say 2 of each?
2 caltrop, 2 ball bearing, a bunch of spikes, and 3 oil flasks.
Okay.
And Bildrath also points out, we have ladders here for these 2 buildings if you want to set up on either side. And I think we can switch to this map actually, so you can have a look at what we're dealing with here. So it's a barricade type of situation.
This reminds me of Les Mis.
Oh, sure. I can see that. Very much so.
Don't pull a Gavroche. It's not allowed.
Eric's kind of a lame as.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You'd fit right in.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
You're very miserable.
Yeah, so miserable. So the barricades are here. Say there's 6 of them. Assume it's a contiguous wall, but we'll need them, in case something is...
Gets past they're moving.
Well, they will represent the
Right.
relative strength of the barricades.
I see.
And we've got Periwimple, who's got a spear. We've got Bildrath, who has a crossbow. And then you 4. Oh, the houses.
And the buildings are off to the... Oh, you're about to place them.
PHB cat.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll just put them down here.
Cool.
Hand painted by you, I assume.
Hand painted.
Wow.
It does look really cool.
That one is even cooler.
Oh! Oh, nuts. Okay. Move this ladder there.
Earthquake!
We see the secrets.
There's a staircase.
Yeah, there is a staircase in this building. Okay, so you can climb up to the top of them if you like. Alright. How would you like to prepare, if at all?
Is anything that we see on the map below functional? Like I see these wooden spikes facing outward. Do those have any kind
These?
of mechanical? Yeah. Do those have any kind of?
If something, it's an obstacle, essentially.
Okay. So they're like impassable or difficult terrain?
They are difficult terrain.
Okay.
I should have taken the light crossbow at some point.
I have a hand crossbow if you need it.
Yo, Dan, is Diablo... Dan's watching. Is Diablo up yet?
Well, if he's watching, then that means Diablo must not have.
I guess,
in
yes.
fact,
Diablo
started.
must not be up. You can, if you want, use any of the materials or traps that you've been given.
Oh, Patch is downloading.
Okay.
Well, should we set up?
Should we stop and go play?
Should we set
Don't
up some
tempt
some caltrops or
We'll
some
start to
spikes
download
or
and come back.
something in the middle there or something?
Yeah, I think it makes sense to try to funnel them.
Yeah,
Definitely.
300 them.
Yeah.
How do we know about how much time we have before anything starts to show up?
Bildrath says, likely another no more than 30 minutes.
All right, let's hop to it.
So it's caltrops, like, if they're 10 feet, right, we can get most of the area, like, right in front of the barricade. Or at least,
Yeah.
like, around more than half.
If we
I
could,
think the ball bearings are 10 feet and the caltrops are 5.
and if we
I
could
would-
funnel them,
I would put the ball bearings in front and then the caltrops behind, so that people slip and then, because that's like an additional, because then if people are prone in front of them, they can't get through. So it's like better to put the ball bearings as like the first point of defense, because it'll slow them down even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
also, since we have fire projectiles, more or less, it might be wise to funnel them as much as we can and put oil there so we can ignite that whole
Yeah, I
thing
think that's a good idea.
if we manage to gather them.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Does anyone have an easy way of throwing flame?
I mean, I can launch
Well, we have
with
those
a power
bottles.
attack. I can launch the bottles. I think my, using my psionic might be this. If we all have low decks, might be the
Safest.
safest move for that.
Yeah.
So I could go up on a ladder or something.
And for reference's sake, if you're fully covered by the barricade, not peeking over the top, you have full cover, and you have 3/4 cover if
Peeking?
if peeking.
Okay.
Well, sign me up for some drugs, cause I'll be peeking.
Call me a duck, because I'll be peeking. Sorry, it's a dish.
Yeah.
Good job.
What up to, Cassie? Defend the town time, indeed.
So, just to clarify, we were debating whether the caltrops were 10 feet and the ball bearings were 5, or vice versa.
The ball bearings are 10, and the caltrops are 5.
Oh, okay.
5 foot square versus 10 foot square.
Ball bearings are
Yes.
a wider area, but less effective.
They are less effective.
Okay, great. I had those reversed for
So we want that closest to them,
Yeah, we could.
increasing difficulty as it gets closer to us. Or
Yes. Although,
Sounds right.
yeah. Once they fall prone, they'll technically be harder to hit with ranged attacks.
Correct.
Why don't we put some
Oh.
of the iron spikes where we're putting the ball bearings, or where the ball bearings will go, so that if they fall prone, they fall onto the iron.
can we
spikes.
do that? Yeah.
Can't we?
Put the iron spikes.
And the ball
where-
bearings in the same spot.
You could.
Like shove the iron
Yeah,
spikes
like-
kind of
So they're
all
haphazardly
around.
into
Yeah.
the dirt
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that
so they could take some more damage.
mindless zombies will...
Yeah, impale themselves.
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Excellent.
Cool.
Um,
Whoa.
where does we should probably keep the fire a little removed from the barricade, right? That
Yeah.
would be unfortunate.
We don't want to let her.
That is a
Might
good
be quite
point.
mad if we burn down their town. So
Yeah.
Right, the last lights are fading from the sky. It's time to make a decision here.
I think a fire could be a remote, like, a way of separating if there is a mass of them, like wait until some are in front of that line and then light the fire so that the forces are separated, if that makes sense.
I
Like
see.
they're in a kill box created by the fire. That's something we can activate remotely as opposed to the caltrops or the
Right.
ball bearings.
sure.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go fire and then ball bearings and then caltrops.
Yeah. So fire,
Fire or oil?
oil.
Oil.
Oil,
Okay,
which
not
would be
yet
ignited.
lit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oil, ball bearings and spikes, and then caltrops.
Okay. And by the way, each of those things is effective only against the first target. I know it doesn't really make sense, but
What?
it only works once.
But it's spread over 10 feet.
Yeah, so each square, though, the trap kind of goes
but
away
each,
once they...
it's not that the whole. Okay,
Yes.
but each square counts. Okay.
Yes, and so where
But each
exactly...
square's only 5 feet.
Where exactly are the caltrops, which are the closest? The ball bearings, it's enough to cover the two squares in the middle, sort of. And the caltrops, you have two of them.
I don't know that it matters. Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
let's just put him here.
It's like luck of the draw, I guess.
Yeah.
Hope I can draw on this.
Are you drawing right
I
on
haven't
that?
thought about that. I think I can.
I was shocked.
I
Well,
think I
that's-
can.
that's
It's
dry-
ready erase.
it's dry
But
erase.
acrylic.
It should be
Oh
fine.
yeah,
It should be fine. It
it's
should
the
be fine.
acrylic.
It's not
okay.
the it's not the
the
screen.
actual television.
Okay, and then iron spikes throughout the ball
Ball
bearings.
bearings, yes.
Okay. All right.
I have an over the table question. Is necrotic damage worth doing to these motherfuckers at all?
Ooh,
To undead?
probably.
They're kind of already dead, so.
Right, I
feel
know.
like
It's
probably
just
not.
like I have like hex and stuff, which
Over the-
only adds necrotic damage.
Right.
You know,
It is. I mean, I don't know. That's a.
it would still be worth doing if it was like half. You know, as opposed to nothing.
At least some undead are resistant to necrotic, but not all.
Okay.
Is this okay? If I wouldn't know this, then don't tell me.
But you can heal them for
But-
damage.
Really?
Yes.
Heal them for damage? Oh,
Yeah.
make them less. Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting. But
that's right.
what about poison? Can they be poisoned?
You'll have to find out.
Baldur's Gate 3 says probably not.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It does make sense logically.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
Like, what are they gonna?
yeah. Poison
Oh
a zombie.
no! I feel sick.
My tummy hurts.
Okay.
Awesome. I like this plan. And we're dumping out the flasks of oil on the ground, sort
In
of
this area.
where the where
So
the
you
front.
have 3. Do you want to put them just right in the front?
I think so.
yeah, let's
Okay.
do that.
Alrighty. And the last question is: are any of you going on the roofs? Where are you guys?
I'm in the barricade
I
next
think
to
I want
next to
Get-
Baldrath.
Up high.
to get up high for range
I
help.
I
That would
think-
help my range, right?
It wouldn't It wouldn't help your range. In fact, it might. Well, no. The hypotenuse is going to be longer than a straight line, but it may help your aim because you're not going to have to shoot through the barricade.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
would we be able to ask Beldrath, like, how they've attacked in the past? Like, do any of them throw anything?
Right.
Do they...
Do they
He
use
says-
ranged?
They, so far, have come directly for the barricade,
Okay,
clawing and
In which case,
scratching.
Lady Lana is going to be peeking over the barricade.
Okay.
Like she's going to be in a position to use her ranged attack.
Okay, so Rowan and Father Esquivel?
I'm going to be at the barricade.
Okay.
I have armor or a shield.
Rowan?
Blah, 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 blah. Do I see anywhere on rooftops where it looks like I can get cover?
You
Like,
can probably...
behind a chimney.
Yeah, you could probably hide behind a chimney if you can pop
Tight.
behind one if you go over there.
Cool. I'll imagine that I'm behind a chimney.
Okay.
And how are we splitting up the fire bottles? We have 4 total.
You have 5.
5 fire bottles.
Give me
Yes.
at least 2.
Yes.
I think we should give you all of the holy water.
I'll take it.
What do y'all think?
Unless there's anyone
Yeah.
else who wants
That
to
sounds-
throw. Feels good about throwing.
Sure.
I mean, I feel pretty good about throwing, but I also feel like I'm probably going to be
I mean,
better used with my existing weapons, probably. But maybe we should give. We could also give a holy water each to Periwimple, Periwimple, and his uncle. Do we want to do that, or do we want to,
You may.
or do we want to give them the fire stuff?
I think it makes sense because the holy water does potentially a substantial amount of damage. It might make sense to spread it out.
It probably shouldn't all be in one
so it's
spot.
better-
It would just be, because there's
If
only
I-
so many he can use on
Yeah,
any
that's
given
true.
turn.
Right.
That's true. Well, it should be at the people who
I
are
can
up
use
top,
2
right?
a turn.
As you're
Use 2.
discussing,
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
chronopath.
you notice for the first time this eerie silence that descends upon the village. A chill wind whispers through the streets, and the faint scent of decay enters and cloys your nostrils as the leaves of the Svalich woods rustle in the distance. Suddenly, a blood-curdling howl pierces the night. You can barely contain your fear. It's followed by a second, a third, and this cacophony of inhuman shrieks and moans grows louder, echoing across the basin of the valley from all directions, and the rustling grows louder, and the forest seems to come alive. Bildrath's face gets grim, and he grips his crossbow tightly. It begins, he mutters, and the din fades again into the cold. Periwimple nods in determination. He clutches his spear closer to his chest and peeks over the barricade. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh god.
With my new alert feat.
19.
Ow. Ooh. D4 tried to murder me.
19.
19.
I think you go first because you have higher dice.
Oh, did you also roll 19? Oh, wow. We're really eager.
Ooh.
Oh.
20?
Whoa.
Wow.
And Eric?
16.
That's pretty good. Good all around.
I get a +6.
Okay,
Not
so we got...
bad.
Oh, wait, technically it's 22.
So it's 22?
It's 22.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I forgot to add my.
Okay, so Lady Lon with the 22, we'll call it. Rowan with the 20. Father Esquivel with a 19. Eric with a 16. Then we've got Bildrath. Where's my Bildrath?
Ready, Bartholomew?
I bet he is. Okay. Periwimple, 9. Buildrath, also. Actually, Buildrath has a 7, but I don't know where his thing is.
I bet he's frustrated that his poison is not effective.
Yeah. No, he's, Bartholomew's kind of a bare knuckles kind of fighter.
And
Tavern brawler.
Yeah, definitely.
because of the low light, there are some torches set up at the barricade, but you can't see too far into the woods.
Well, you have me facing backwards.
You're right. So what you do see are 6 shambling creatures walking toward the barricade out of the mists of the woods. And they have a 9.
Oh, damn.
So Periwinkle goes before they do. Okay.
Go for it.
And they're scary. Viscera and gore leak from their mouths as they look hungrily toward you. Lady Lon, with a 22, what would you like to do first?
How many feet away from me are they? Or the
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The closest is 35. And they are close to stepping into the oil that you've thrown.
but they're not
But
on
not
the
yet
oil
there.
yet.
Correct.
So I guess if that's the case,
They shamble towards the barricade, and you can see the whites of their eyes glint a bit in the torchlight, and these low, guttural moans that echo through the night. They stretch their arms toward you.
I think I'm just going to kind of throw my dart out
Okay.
at the one that is 35, but I think that's with disadvantage, unfortunately, because it's a little far.
Okay.
Okay. 15, so 17.
That's a hit. That's the lower one?
Yeah, because like
Wow.
2 and a 10 plus 7, right? Oh.
Is 7 your... That's the dart is dexterity
Plus proficiency.
proficiency. Plus 7?
5 plus 7?
5 would be if you had 20 dexterity, right?
So what's my... Oh, okay, hold on.
I think
Dexterity,
we-
my dexterity is 3. So,
Okay.
sorry, 15.
Okay, that's still a hit. Great.
Great, I'll take it.
Okay. Pretty good.
And then... 3. Light in here. Let's see. 6.
Okay, 6 damage. All right. Pretty good. So, which you're trying to throw at the closest one, obviously, right?
Is Periwinkle impressed?
I throw it and then I pull it
He's
right
very
and
impressed.
I pull it right back.
It's like he claps and gives you a pat on your head.
And I look at I give her a withering look.
Wait, so sorry,
I would-
6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. As my bonus action, I give him a
A harsh stare.
harsh stare with a smile.
He turns to stone.
Rowan, you're up.
Alright, so I think Rowan's gonna kind of try to steel himself a little bit, seeing this small horde of undead coming. They've seen some weird shit, but they've definitely never seen anything like this before.
Sure.
So they're going to use bonus action and a wild shape charge to take on a starry form.
Okay.
I'm going to choose the constellation of the Archer.
Wow.
So
Cool.
Bildrath turns and watches your body basically change into a luminescent kind of starry shape. Yeah, he has been spending the last couple weeks watching dead people rise, so he's not. He shakes it off as something that is yet another mystery that he didn't previously know could exist. So what does the form of the archer do?
I can use a bonus action to hurl a luminous arrow that targets one creature and does radiant damage equal to 1d8 plus my wisdom modifier.
Okay, cool.
So that is my bonus action. I'm going to use my action to cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
On the fella in the front.
This one.
Yeah, leader of the pack.
Okay.
Right there.
What does Moonbeam do?
Moonbeam, 5 feet, is filled with moonlight. It's a cylinder going 40 feet high, which doesn't seem like it is super relevant in this case, but maybe in the future, who knows.
It originates from the point where he's standing?
Yes.
Okay.
And extends 40 feet into the air. The target has to make a Constitution saving throw. And on a failed save, they take 2d10 radiant damage.
What is the DC?
The DC is 13.
Okay. He just makes the save.
What an asshole.
Nothing on a fail? First save.
Yeah, they take half damage.
Okay.
So half 2d10?
They save once every turn. No bonus kills.
And
on my turn and the start of their turn?
So the Moonbeam remains in that location?
Yes, until I move
got it.
You can move it, right.
Okay. Yeah, so this pillar of light shines down on him, and it seems like it does sort of scorch some of his internal organs, but he doesn't really need all of them at this point.
Let me see how much damage it takes anyway. Oh my god. 6.
Okay, so 6 total.
6
Yes,
total
he did
damage.
need one of those organs.
Okay. Yeah, at least one.
He's like, my gallbladder.
Any other action or move?
I'm gonna hop behind the chimney and try to get as much cover as I can.
Okay, great. So you're in 3/4 cover.
Tight. But I am throwing off bright light, so it's super obvious where I'm hiding.
Yeah, not very well hidden.
Yeah.
Father Esquivel.
Cool. I don't want to use too many resources too soon, so I'm just going to Sacred Flame the second closest.
Okay.
It's a DC 14 dex save.
Got it. The second closest to you would be this one here, I think. Okay. Okay. Fail.
6 damage, radiant damage.
6 radiant damage. Okay. Got it.
That's my turn.
All right. Lots of 6 damages so far. I think that's the most common. Okay, and it's Eric's turn.
I hope to continue the trend. Eric puts his hands up to his temples and goes and hits that same one in the moonbeam front and center with a psychic stab. So he needs to do an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, he's
14.
Very bad at that.
14.
Very bad, and yet just barely makes it with a -4 to intelligence.
Okay, well then.
By the way, Kwame gives you an inspiration point.
Hell yes.
Oh.
I didn't know he has that power, but he.
Does that mean I can have this guy re-roll or no? No. Well, then I'm going to use...
Do you want to with your inspiration?
Yeah.
All right.
I deserve to hurt this guy.
Okay. This time,
Kwame.
not so lucky. Thanks to Kwame.
All right. Thanks, Kwame. So, D10 psychic damage.
Yes.
6.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Oh wait, no, 9.
Okay. Phew. To this one here. Yes.
No, I said the one in the moonbeam.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Because you can move that.
Okay. He would
that
have
take an
gone
action
down,
or a
but
bonus
his undead
Takes-
fortitude
But that's fine.
takes him to 1 hit point.
Oh,
He just, you see him begin to crumble and yet rise up.
Well, in that case, I am going to pull out a dagger and use invisible force to do an object attack
Okay.
to launch it at him.
At him. Okay.
So this is an attack. 16.
Okay. That's a hit.
Oh, it's actually 18.
Even better.
So it's a D8. I mean, he's got 1 hit point, right?
Yes.
6.
Okay. The dagger slices directly through it, and again it falls to the ground, but again pulls it out of its belly and starts shambling toward you with the dagger in hand for a moment before it drops it on the ground.
Well, that's my turn.
Bildrath says, Perhaps we have to burn them.
Oh. Yeah.
Or something similar. Next up is Periwimple, and he braces behind the barricade. Now he has his reach weapon, but cannot reach them yet. And now the zombies advance. They have a speed of 20 feet. 1, 2, 3. Enters the caltrop area. Fails a dexterity saving throw and becomes prone
Nice.
immediately. The next now moves on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is he in the oil or not yet?
Not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's
He
in the
is in the oil. 4. 4. And 4.
Any of them that pass through the moonbeam
Oh,
have
yeah?
to make a save.
Oh, right. It's a dex save? No, Constitution.
How big is the moonbeam?
It's that 5-foot square.
Okay. So,
But actually, no. It's a 5-foot radius.
Yeah. So
it'd be
everybody
4.
around him.
yeah. Okay, so they all have to.
Fantastic.
And do they all take damage if they pass through it?
Yes.
Hachi machi.
And they're dumb as hell, so.
And they all fail their save,
I
so
love
roll
it.
damage once.
Dang.
Wow.
Ooh, not bad. 8.
And is it radiant damage?
Yes.
Okay.
That should work.
So they
Right.
all take radiant damage, except for this one who entered that square and fell over. 8 radiant damage. And no other effects, right?
No.
Okay. And next up is Bildrath, who takes aim with his crossbow
Silly Bildrath.
at this one here in the oil. But before doing so, Bildrath places the arrow in the torch that is
Robin Hood
inside.
style.
Yep. And
Kevin Costner Robin Hood.
Kevin Costner Robin Hood style,
Prince of Thieves.
which deals. Okay, so the crossbow bolt enters the belly of the zombie here. It also ignites that square of oil which does an additional 5 damage, and this zombie burns up.
Hooray!
That oil is no longer there. Okay, that's wet erase. Confirmed. Wet erase. And next up is...
What, tissue?
Yeah, probably. Next up is Lady Lon.
So are they? They're all on the oil slick area now.
Not all.
Not all. 2.
And
Nice.
in terms of the way the oil works, it's like once the square burns up,
It's gone, and that's
it is no longer on fire, or
Correct.
okay, cool. We can think of it as on fire, but
It's basically extra damage for the turn that
Yes,
it gets
yes.
ignited.
Got it. Then it may not be worth it to throw a bottle yet. So
Sorry. 2. It's on fire for 2 rounds, so that is still on fire.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
I think I'm just gonna throw my dart again for now. At the how close is the one closest to me now?
He's the prone one?
He is prone.
Oh, not the prone one.
Okay. Yeah. He is
Within range.
Is he
5,
within 20?
10, 15, 20. He's 25 feet away.
All right. Well, just hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Good. So. Oh wait.
Dunk.
Never mind. I did something wrong last time, so I'm going to wreck on that.
Did you give yourself advantage instead of disadvantage?
I did.
Wow.
So
Force of habit, huh?
yeah, I know. So I can just not. Do you want me to just not hit this time?
Yes.
Okay.
That's very
Fair.
noble of you.
I was like, wait a minute.
That seems fair.
For the record, I would have hit regardless this time. So it would have been fine. Okay.
Yes, but you would not have last time.
I know.
You can't say regardless in that case.
Then that's the end of my turn because I.
Okay.
Don't
Well,
really-
I'm sorry, Lady Lon.
It's okay.
Rowan's turn.
Yikes. So I'm going to move Moonbeam ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
To
it
just
hits
cover
them all.
those. Yeah, cover those 4 boys right there.
So is that when they begin their turn?
Yeah, they take the damage. They can take damage from Moonbeam only once per turn.
Okay.
So one of them, the one that's prone, took it when I cast it on him when he
Yes.
walked through, and then the rest of them took it on the last turn when they walked through the Moonbeam, and now it's a new turn, so I can move Moonbeam and hit them again.
Okay. Fine. And your DC is what again?
13.
We're being very honest with you, Eugene.
It's true. I have no reason not to trust you. 15, huh?
Oh, 13.
13. Okay. All but one fail.
Nice. Nice.
4.
And that's with +3 to a zombie's constitution.
Damn.
4 and then 4 divided by 2.
Yeah, is 2.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Excellent.
hey,
Fast.
And that's true facts. Okay, so these 3 take 4 damage. This one takes 2. Any other action? Father Esquivel, you're next.
yep.
Actually, I'm gonna use my bonus action to. Is there any one of them that looks like a little rougher than the others?
Well, the fallen one.
Okay.
He's been stabbed and burned.
He's been stabbed, not yet burned.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, Moonbeam burned, you know?
True.
Well, he's prone,
Burned
so
by
I'll have
moonlight.
disadvantage with a ranged attack trying to hit him. So I'm actually gonna go for the dude behind him and use my bonus action to do a what's it called? Oh, it doesn't have a name.
I don't know.
A luminous arrow.
Okay. Oh, right.
I'm going to hurl a luminous arrow at the upright zombie behind the prone guy.
Okay. Is that radiant damage?
So that is radiant damage.
Okay.
Is this an attack? Yes, it is. It's
Range spell attack. Okay.
Come on. Where are the things? Oh, I'm not familiar with this layout. Oh, it's just plus 19.
19, huh?
Yes.
Okay, that's very much a hit.
Tight. So I'm going to. That's 1d8 plus. I have too many tabs. 1d8 plus my wisdom modifier. Ooh, 10 damage.
Wow.
So
Nice.
It's also radiant.
yeah. So you watch this celestial arrow bury itself in the zombie's neck, and first he leans forward to pull it, but the light begins to shine through from under his skin, and it spreads and spreads and spreads until he explodes from within,
Dan, give us another point of inspiration.
dying.
It's very exciting. I didn't know that this was a
how
thing.
about one per session?
Nope, you can't.
Well, you can actually only have 1 point of inspiration.
Should have used yours like me.
Yeah, you should have used yours. Okay, yeah, one per session, please. Dan, save yours for next time.
No! We get lots.
You can't re-roll everything. Fine, I give the monsters inspiration.
We're
No,
doing
I'm not-
quite.
They all have
We're
a
doing
save.
pretty well
I'm
so
not
far.
trying to re-roll. I'm just saying for my next turn.
You were gonna re-roll.
No, not now. But I have inspiration for them. I'm still inspired.
Fine, you are still inspired from Kwame.
Okay. Well, then I will remain inspired from Dan.
Yeah, we're still inspired from Kwame, but damn. They need to send us another point of inspiration.
He's
We're not
looking
gonna
pretty
use it.
inspirational over
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Oh boy.
So inspiring.
Okay. Father Esquivel.
This being Father Esquivel's first time dealing with anything like this, I think he's going to take a cue off of the radiant glowing arrow that seemed to do the job and try... well, first, before I do that, how far away from me are they?
The closest is 20 feet. The farthest are 35. 30 and 35.
35. Okay, I'll wait a little longer. Yeah, I'll do Sacred Flame on the damaged one, the prone one.
The prone one. Okay. And that's a dex save?
Yeah, 14.
That's a fail.
Hell yeah!
It doesn't matter. This pillar of flame strikes down from God himself, and the zombie is incinerated effectively.
This is totally just the first wave, though.
The Christian God, yes. That is the canon.
The specific
real
Christian
God.
The Catholic God.
Yeah,
Oh,
specifically the Catholic God.
Actually, yes, I should
Eric, you're up
specify.
next. Anything else, Father Esquivel?
No.
I am going to do another psychic stab. Wait, I just gotta look at the wording of this really fast.
Yep.
Okay. On the one closest to me, another psychic stab. So, intelligence saving throw DC 14.
Okay. We're so bad at intel. Okay, that's a fail.
All right. So it's a D10, and that's a 10.
Okay. Again, you watch the head of the zombie just like shoot backwards at an inhuman speed almost fall entirely off, but then it just...
And I'm going to use my chronopathy dynamic power, which says when a medium or smaller creature is hit by an attack roll for you manifest or fails a saving throw against the power you manifest, I can gain 2 strain to move the target up to 15 feet. I'm going to move that motherfucker right into the oil.
Okay. And you take 2 strain?
I take 2 strain.
Okay.
I'm going to take...
Wow.
Okay, so I have disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks now.
Okay.
And I start to get a little headache. And I'm going to use my rapid manifestation, of which I have 4.
Okay.
To use a bonus action.
Yes.
To launch one of the fire bottles.
Don't forget that you're inspired again.
Oh.
By day.
Launching a fire bottle.
Okay.
At the same dude.
So you're not even throwing it. You're just using your mind.
I'm
to
using.
shoot it?
Yes. I pull it out and then it just launches out of my hand towards him.
Awesome. Okay, so that's
it's an attack roll.
Attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no! A critical fail.
Okay.
But you're inspired.
The fire bottle. You get.
I feel bad taking a second inspiration in 2 turns in a row. After he.
Don't feel bad. You got it.
The pangs of your headache break through the concentration required, and the fire bottle stops in midair and just drops immediately into the barricade.
No!
The fire starts to creep, but it doesn't seem yet like it's going to catch.
Okay. And that's my turn!
Okay. Periwimple once again braces himself. This one who's just been moved into the oil takes a step forward, another step, because that first step, the caltrops were no longer effective. Fails a saving throw and falls over.
Yay!
Like a fucking dumbass. 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, there first. Also falls over prone. Wow. 2, 3, 4. This one is standing. There. Wow, one of them stands. And yet you see in the distance 2 more zombies shamble from the gloom, flanked by a pair of
I knew there were going to be multiple waves.
gaunt, feral, humanoid creatures with razor-sharp claws that move with a sort of predatory grace.
No.
28 days later, zombies.
No.
They are ghouls.
Romero zombies.
Ghouls.
Their lipless mouths reveal these pointed, razor-sharp teeth, and they release these shrieking, guttural howls that echo through the night.
No likey.
Lady Lon, your turn.
Okay, so now the all of the original. How many of the original zombies are still alive? Just that one guy?
There's 2. I really need to put up the screen for you guys.
Yeah.
There's 2 prone ones and 1 standing.
Okay. But they're all in the. Do I have any fire bottles? Or did we?
I think you each have one,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I said I
Okay.
wouldn't. Yeah,
So
keep them all.
I toss that towards the where the 3.
Standing or it affects only a 5. It affects 1 creature.
Okay. Actually, I think the prone one.
Okay, that is more difficult. A ranged attack against prone, it has disadvantage.
Oh, really? Then the standing one. Fine.
Okay. Alrighty. So it is. I think so. You roll. Tell me your dex modifier and your proficiency. I think 2 and 2, right?
No, my dexterity is 3.
Okay, 3 and 2. So 5.
Yeah.
So 13.
Yeah.
Dex save 13. Okay, he fails.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, that's not how those bottles work. That's how holy water works, but it actually is the same. Ends up being the same thing. So, actually, you roll a ranged attack.
Okay.
So add your proficiency and your dex.
I'm not just like aiming at the grease. I get this one.
Yeah.
Is he in the oil?
He's not.
Wait, so then add my dexterity and my dex? My dexterity and my proficiency?
Yes.
Okay, so it is 17.
Okay. So he takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each turn. Or he can take an action to put it out. Let's give him... do I have a fire condition marker? Let's give him this one. That says fairy fire, but we'll just say it's fire. Okay.
That's it.
Alrighty. Next up, we have Rowan and then Father Esquivel.
Alright. Gonna, keep it simple for now. I'm just gonna move a moonbeam over towards, actually, no. I'm gonna move moonbeam towards this, heap of zombies that's nearest the barricade.
Okay.
Move back a little, right?
So it can only affect 2 of them.
Okay, gotcha. I will do the upright one and the one nearest to the house that I'm standing on.
Okay.
Well, can it if they put it in the middle one, can it have a radius of affecting both sides?
5 foot.
Because it's one spot and it's a 5-foot radius. On
I think spells are always centered on corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it can center in the middle of the
Got
square.
it. Got it.
Yeah. If it was real 3-dimensional space, then 100%.
I understand.
But it's weird.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. They both... Nope. One of them succeeds and one fails. The standing one succeeds.
Ooh. Let's see. What we got? Damn, that is not good. 3.
Okay, so that's...
One takes 3 and one takes 1.
Yes. Okay. Well, hey, we can't all have
Sad.
winners.
Yeah.
So
fine.
the beam travels in this direction and is now covering the area, and they look up at this bright blue light, and their eyes start to get that same kind of glow from within, but it's not enough to kill them.
Womp womp. So my bonus action, I'm gonna hurl another luminous arrow at the upright zomb.
So you just get to do a 1d10 attack as a bonus action now?
Yeah.
Wow.
You just should have added more.
1d10.
This one is 1d8 plus my spell attack bonus,
Wow.
God damn.
which is 5.
Oh.
Ay, ay, ay.
17.
Yeah, that's a
Is it
hit.
hit?
Sheesh.
This is at the standing one, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. When I'm adding, I need to double check and make sure I'm not adding too much or not enough to this. Okay, yeah, right. When it's damage, it's just wisdom. I was doing it right. 10 damage.
Okay. So once again, this time the arrow goes in its chest. Blue light starts to glow, forming cracks along its carcass, and it explodes. Egon. All right.
Egon Spangler.
Egon Spangler. And now it's Father Esquivel's turn.
Father Esquivel calls out a little nervously, is anyone hurt? All good?
Periwinkle gives you a thumbs up.
Okay. Sacred Flame! DC 14 dex save on Mr. Prone guy.
There's two.
Two.
The one closer to the barricade.
Okay. Fail.
Okay, that is 3 radiant damage.
Okay. So the pillar comes down, and as he's laying there, you can see him shrivel up a bit, but not enough to kill him.
Alright. Well, that's my turn.
Okay, Eric.
Same.
Lady Lod's
Oh.
like claws. She's like,
I'm gonna go ahead and do a
Meanwhile.
psychic stab on one of them ghouls, on the rightmost ghoul. It says range of 120 feet.
Okay.
So it's a 14 intelligence saving throw.
The ghoul saves.
I hate this ghoul. Alright, that's my turn.
Yeah. You don't. Its brain and intellect is so foreign to you that you just can't find a way in.
I just stare at it.
Yeah. It's got nothing for you.
fresh meat.
Okay. Periwimple runs over to this side of the barricade and prepares his
Ooh,
spear.
someone moved.
Yeah. a little sachet.
Periwimple's dressed like Peter Griffin.
That's true. Hello, I'm gonna prepare my oh, you know what? He readies his
He's got green
stab
pants and a
action.
white shirt.
And so as this zombie comes to begin attacking the barricade, Periwimple will go ahead and stab at him with his spear, because it is a ranged attack.
When there's trouble, you call PW.
The stab is effective and manages to pierce just like between the logs of the barricade and through the zombie, dealing. He's holding it with two hands. This guy does a lot of damage. Okay, so he shoves the spear into the zombie and pulls up to try to get it out. The zombie's entrails pour out over the ground, and it looks like it's about to go down, but then it just pulls out the rest of its own guts and attacks the barricade with its slam attack. Slam attacks have got to be like as old as D&D, right?
They were the ball bearings.
Right.
Okay. And that is 6 plus 1 damage. So, enough to hit the barricade and dealing 6 damage to the rightmost wall.
Okay.
Okay.
How does it look?
Yeah.
It looks like it is worse for wear, definitely. It looks like one more hit like that would be enough to break through it.
And I forgot to ask, the fire potentially, that's not something we need to worry about. The one from the bottle.
No,
It didn't
petered
catch,
petered
right.
out.
Okay, cool.
But we are down.
Okay.
We've thrown 2 bottles now.
Now, these ghouls, or this one gets up and also goes forward, but perhaps it falls over. You know what? He does fall over.
I love that one.
Once again. The ghouls run straight at the barricade, full speed, and they do seem to be moving a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Look over your shoulder.
Okay.
It looks like the one on the left may have moved through Moonbeam.
Ah.
That one?
Or the,
This one?
the one nearest you.
Okay, you're probably right. He ought to roll. That's a fail.
Would you like me?
Thank you.
Yeah, that is a D2. Every now and again, I'm like, have I been rolling with the wrong dice? 10 damage.
I've done that a couple of times with these dice are very pretty, but very
the beam seems to sear its skin, and some of the flesh is like gone completely. Its long tongue, like as it whips its head around, is like all over the place.
Seared by the
And
beam.
it looks like it did get quite a bit injured. It also did fall over. This one did. 4. Okay. Next up, Lady Lon.
So the zombie that is closest to Periwimple,
He says, Periwimple.
is how close to the barricade?
At the barricade.
So could I, if I were to with my claws stab through,
No.
it would still be a ranged
You
attack?
need a reach weapon.
Okay.
It has to be a ranged attack through there.
I'm actually going to. Okay, so I'm going to use my dart then
Okay.
to go towards that zombie.
Okay. Remember, this one has already been downed once, or seemingly, and then it pulled out its guts and was reinvigorated.
So that's
Yeah,
not
but
going
as
to kill it.
It's right on the edge. It just needs to be fire or
That's true. But you always remind me that even if it only has 1 hit point, it can still the same amount of damage, and I could do the barricade.
That's true, but if you take it to 0 again with a attack that's not fire or radiant, it's not going to change that.
It won't be downed by anything other than fire.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
It'll do damage, but it
beca-
won't help since it's at the
Because it's
maximum amount of
I see
damage.
it.
You don't know yet if that's the case with the ghouls.
Yeah, the ghoul. Okay, right. So I'm gonna aim at the ghoul, but it's
Looks
less.
like it's
It's less than
within
20
range.
feet. Yeah.
It's less than 20
Yeah.
feet.
Well, that's a 1. So.
Do you have an
Okay.
inspiration?
Oh, why yes. Funny that you should ask. I do. I have 2
No,
inspiration.
you can't have 2. It's literally impossible to have 2. It's against the rules of the game to have 2 inspiration. You have 1.
Oh my god. No, I rolled 1 again. Do I get to roll a 3rd time?
No, that's karma. That is karma. And the dart gets stuck in the barricade. It will take a bonus action to pull it out.
Okay, well then, instead of going into a rage, which I want to because I'm so mad.
So real life you goes into a rage.
And Lady Lon very calmly pulls out the dart.
You try to, but then you sort of have to, and then you yank it. Okay, Rowan, then Father Esquivel.
Alright, I'm gonna do a predictable thing, and I'm gonna move Moonbeam a little.
Yeah!
Okay.
So, I
Still inspired.
I'm inspired to think of.
Oh my god, I just got a text
additional
from my mom.
creatures.
She gave me an inspiration.
Never not inspired. Okay. So I think I want to try to move Moonbeam over to catch the two prone guys.
Okay.
Is what I want to do.
These two.
Yes.
Okay. One of them has already, I believe, that one, didn't he already walk? No, that one walked
Oh,
through.
that one walked through. Yeah.
Okay, alright, fine. Great. It's dexterity, right?
Constitution.
Constitution, okay. Alright. The ghoul managed to make his saving throw. The zombie did not.
Oh my god.
Does this last forever, or when does it go away?
That's 10 rounds. Or until I break concentration.
Okay.
Is that a... I grabbed the wrong one. No? Oh yeah, I did.
Are you looking for a 10 or a
13. Yeah, it's the weird thing with the 0, and it just like made my mind lose.
0 is a 10.
Yeah. It's 13 damage.
Okay. The beam, given that the zombie is on the ground, covers the whole thing, and there is just a blue flash, and it's gone.
Woo! And I'm gonna bonus action Luminous Arrow.
Why not?
The zombie closest to the barricade.
Okay.
And get that zombie. Ooh! Natural 20.
Yeah, so the arrow flies through it, and as it does through its path, it just shatters. Dead.
Tight!
Wait, so we just got who's left?
The 2 ghouls and the 2 zombies.
Two
The second
ghouls.
wave.
The second
3
wave, okay.
zombies.
First
A
wave is
guy
down.
in a pizza shop.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds and Josh Charles.
Father Esquivel is next,
It's
and
Adrian
then
Brody
Eric.
and Adam Driver are the 2 goals.
Before I
They should be in a movie.
Yeah, they need to be in a buddy comedy.
before I do my turn, can I look at the woods and see, like do some kind of check to see like how whether there's more coming? What like do I hear more cries in the distance?
You could do a perception check with disadvantage because there's a din
bunch of crazy
throughout
shit.
the town. Crazy shit,
All-
and it's super dark.
With them.
I'll take it.
Transformers movie.
Okay, and that's a 10 and another 10. 16, I think.
You feel like you ought to expect more, but you don't
but
see
I don't
any
see
definite
any
signs.
evidence of it.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Great hat, by the way.
Thank you.
That's what I said.
I'm gonna go for it. Are those ones in the back within 30 feet?
Yes.
I am going to lean up like a little bit over the barricade and like clutching my Bible like hard, call out Vade Retro Satana
Hell yeah.
and hope that a turn undead is going to
Go
work.
back to hell. Or
Yeah,
go-
basically, or step back Satan in medieval Latin.
Yeah. Okay. Turn undead is a charisma save.
It's a
Steal
wisdom
your
save
character.
against 14.
Okay, and it affects everybody, right?
Yeah, within 30 feet.
Okay. And what happens if they fail?
If they fail,
Damage.
they are frightened and incapacitated for 1 minute, and for that duration, they try to move as far from me as they can on their turns.
Okay. The ghouls failed.
Nice.
So this
Doing
one
it
is
for the
still prone,
ghouls.
but they are incapacitated, but they can move.
Yeah, I don't.
I guess that means they can only move.
They can and they can't attack.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Very well. And then,
I guess that's the difference between incapacitated and paralyzed.
yes, the zombies succeeded in their saving throw. Their senses seem to be so inured to all of this that you can't even affect them in this way.
When I call that out, do I see like any physical manifestation of like Christ's power?
Only the fact that they seem to their heads are like their eyes go wide and their limbs stiffen
Christ's favorite.
and they about face or what one begins to get up.
It's kind of great that there's no like beam of light or anything shining or anything. It just like happens to work. And I'm like looking at my Bible like.
Bildrath says, "I see you've brought God here with you."
He's always with us.
Yeah.
I look like pale as fuck. Like something is wrong.
So some say. Anything else?
No.
Eric, you are up.
I'm gonna point at the ghoul closest to me.
Yeah.
And give it a hex.
Okay, yeah, why not?
Why not? That just happens.
Yes. Which stat?
Strength.
Okay, so that affects strength saves and strength ability checks,
Not
right?
saves, just checks.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't know if it tries to knock down the
Are you
barricade.
trying to knock down the barricade?
That's a good thought.
Yeah, so you see it actually, its muscles seem to shrink, like under its now seared off flesh.
Ooh.
And Hex is a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and hit, again, I'm gonna try to get that far right back zombie with the psychic stab. Ka-chow!
Okay.
14 DC intelligence.
So far right,
Yeah,
meaning
that's
closer
the
to you. Okay, and that's a miss for him.
All right.
Does Eric make the Lightning McQueen noise when he casts?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Amazing.
10.
Nice.
Okay. So yes, this zombie is physically repelled, it seems, by the power of your mind. You look at its head for a moment and see only like a rotting mound of flesh, but it looks delicious.
Ooh.
Eric's had worse
And
meals.
that's my turn.
Okay. Periwimple stands there again, being unable to reach with his spear. And next up, we have these ghouls. They have to move as far away as they can from you, right? So one.
What about your crossbow, Periwimple?
Do they go back
One,
through the moonbeam?
2, 3. I don't know. Did they go back through the moonbeam? One of them
The
did.
one on the far right has already on closest to the building that I'm on has
Yes.
already taken moonbeam damage this turn,
Do you want a token for the moonbeam or something?
so it can't get got again.
Well, we should. You know, like next time I have like
Moon?
like straw cleaners,
I have some templates.
Oh, nice.
and we could like what are those things
I've
called?
got a template. Okay, or we can do a pipe cleaner.
Pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
Like you can make a little.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I don't think anyone knew his move.
Wait, hold on.
for moonbeam.
New chatter. Want to see me naked? Should we follow this link?
Would it give us inspiration?
No, but Cassie's interested in it, and I'm saying next time.
Cassie, report back.
Cassie's interested in giving you inspiration.
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna say, as someone who used to work in fraud, absolutely do not click that link.
Please do not.
Don't care how bad you want to see naked.
Okay.
Don't click the link.
How often do you get to see naked people on the internet?
These
So like you can
zombies
see one for free anytime.
Naked strangers.
move up and batter the central barricade.
That'd be really funny.
Each
if it
of
was
them
real
rolled a
person,
1.
Like, no one wants
Each
to see
zombie
naked.
rolled a 1. I am
it's
cursed.
karma.
Okay.
For all of you.
A lone undead shambles slowly from the darkness.
Aww.
Its white eyes are staring dully past you. But the torchlight flickering lets you see that its flesh, even though it's rotting, has a smooth, kind of sickly white look to it. And on top of it, and through its skin, it's run through with these raised, pulsing crimson veins.
Boy.
Gross.
A faint cloud of reddish mist
Oh boy.
spills from its mouth and from the few open wounds that it has, and onto the blood-stained earth in kind of a heavy fog kind of look.
I don't like
and
that.
then dissipates into the air.
I don't like that.
This is a new type of unit, and it's
I
bad.
don't like it. Seems gross.
At the same time,
Seems like a suicide bomb guy.
At the same time, Eric, an arrow
Oh!
flies from the darkness. You can't see quite where, toward your head. What's your armor class?
Is it worth noting that I have dark vision?
It is. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay.
Who knows why?
So you can see in the darkness a pale blue armored figure, very skinny, but flesh intact, and it moves with an alertness and an astuteness that you haven't seen from any of the other figures. What's your armor class?
14.
It missed.
A minute is how many turns? Typically?
10.
10.
It missed its first attack. The second one is a critical hit.
No, Eric.
How much
So
damage?
that is- I will tell you.
But he's inspired.
12.
Oh man. Okay.
The arrow
It
lodges
doesn't feel like
itself
this. Owie!
in your wrist,
Oh!
and you pull it out.
Ah! And as a reaction, I'm going to attempt to manifest my second order power of share pain. So let's see how this manifesting goes, because it's
Okay.
second order power.
Yes.
All right, I manifested successfully.
Okay.
That creature must make a wisdom saving throw, and it takes d12 psychic damage on a save, or half as much on a failed save. This is reacting to a creature that damaged
What is
me.
the difficulty class? I believe it fails.
14.
Okay, it failed.
Fantastic. So it's a d12.
Wow.
What the heck does that look like?
You tell me.
What's a d12 look like?
It looks
This one.
like a smaller d20. Yeah.
Yeah.
2.
Okay. All right.
2.
This unit moves forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Spaces.
Are any of the caltrops or ball bearings like still active, or are they all bit?
These 2 ball bearings here, and then both of the caltrops.
Okay.
And we got some oil too.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So at this point, Bildrath climbs up on top of the barricade, and once again dips his crossbow bolt into flame and shoots at the nearest zombie. It's a hit for 1d8, I believe. Damage. Yes. Okay. Next up is Lady Lan.
So the 2 zombies that are right there, both of them. Actually, no. Lady Lan wants to hit this gross guy.
Okay.
With the dart.
This would have been easier if I had oriented the map this way.
Correct.
So you guys could see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh! That's about 20.
Okay. So that is a So you roll the damage die twice.
Okay. But do I add the +3 twice or just
No,
once?
once.
It's so hard to explain.
Oh man. That's disappointing. 5.
Okay, that's this zombie here.
No, the gross guy.
Oh, the gross guy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 5, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And anything else?
Oh, you know what I forgot? I was as a bonus action. Can I have dipped it in the flame too?
Sure. Although, does it add extra damage?
But doesn't it potentially
If it's
light him on?
a kill shot.
Oh, okay. Okay, then never mind. I guess it's irrelevant.
Okay.
Even if he's standing in the, he's not standing in the oil.
He's not.
Okay, never mind.
He's one step hence. Rowan is next. Then Father Esquivel.
Alright. I'm gonna. Yeah, I think there was a space there. So I'm.
Where that movie, man?
Yeah, I think Gross Guy is standing in Moonbeam right now. So
Here, we can use this as Moonbeam.
Oh, it's a good
Tight.
idea.
Okay, so Gross Guy is in it?
yeah, that's like right where I thought it was. And I want to move it
You're sure that it's a 5?
5 foot radius.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
But did he, I don't
Moonbeam
believe
is-
he saved.
Is pretty baller.
I don't believe he did a save. He failed. How much damage does he take?
10. Keep rolling 10.
Okay. Alright.
So I'm actually gonna move Moonbeam to catch the 2 zombies closest to the barricade.
Okay. Very well. So then they also must take the damage?
Yes.
Okay. One of them saves. The other one, it's 14.
13.
The other one also saves.
Oh, dang! 18, so 9 damage each.
Wow, still pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say so.
I rolled high.
Holy smokes. Okay.
Bonus action, I'm gonna hit the gross guy with a luminous arrow.
Okay. Wow.
That's... Yeah, 15.
That's a hit.
Woo! 8. This one is the 8. 10.
Okay. That is a arrow that finds its guts, and you can see like it's almost like a little tiny explosion goes off inside of it, dealing a fair amount of damage, but not enough to kill it.
And just before the end of my turn, I want to try to make sure I have a little cover behind the chimney.
Okay. Next up is Father Esquivel.
Father Esquivel, am I within... oh yeah, I'm within 60 feet of Eric, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so Father Esquivel, reaches out a hand and says, Sana! Which is heal in Latin, apparently.
Oh.
So I'm going to cast literally Healing Word.
I love it.
And you get...
And you don't need to touch for that?
Healing
That's Cure
Word.
Wounds
Healing
is the
Word
touch
is
one.
ranged.
That's some
Okay,
Rose of Durin
okay.
logic.
Got it.
Okay, so 2 plus...
I cannot read that. 1, I guess. So 3 plus my mod is 7 plus my plus the life cleric thing is another 3, so that's 10. You heal for 10.
Wow. So, Eric, you have never felt a pleasurable sensation like this in your whole life.
Yeah. I want to get hurt again.
Not only that, but your fingernails, some of them seem to
grow back.
Yeah, grow back and attach more strongly.
Oh man!
If you can believe it, that's cool.
And
you're up next, by the way.
Okay.
Sacred flame on the one in front, or rather the not the one in front. I can't see the ones in front.
Okay.
But the scary one, the one that's blue.
The misty one.
Okay.
So DC 14 Dex.
Yep. It fails.
8. Let's see. 2 damage.
Okay.
Radiant.
All right.
It's my turn.
Yes. So there are still 2 zombies attacking the barricade, by the way, in the beam. Eric, you're up next.
Well, I suppose I should. I gotta attack this one that has the ranged weapon. I'm gonna go for another psychic stab at it.
Okay.
So it's DC 14 intelligence.
Okay.
It's within 120 feet.
This one. Yes, it is within 120. And that's a save. I mean, a failed save.
Excellent. Yes. 1.
Okay, so as you probe its mind again, you see, you look down and you see yourself as a living warrior covered in armor. You hear a shout from behind you and turn around, and there is your leader on horseback shouting commands as you're about to charge down a mountain.
Oh shit!
1 damage, did you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
And I guess that's it. I'm gonna save my big stuff. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Next up is Periwinkle, who is about to stab through the barricade, or climb up on the platform and stab down, but then his uncle takes his spear and guides it toward the torch, setting it ablaze before he tries to plunge it into the zombie closest to him.
Good looking out, Uncle.
Good looking out, Unc.
Cast its uncle's guidance.
That's 2d8 plus 4. Yeah, so the zombie is fully run through with the spear, which is stuck in the ground momentarily, but he pulls it back out, which makes the small flame set the whole zombie ablaze.
Hooray!
And it dies.
Nice.
Next up is these guys. First, you hear a grunt and a bit of a roar from the one in the back that only Eric at this point can see. And Eric, it looses another arrow toward you.
You're like,
Another
yes.
2 arrows. What is your armor class again?
14.
Okay. That's another hit, dealing 8 damage. Cool. Sorry, my son. Next, we have the front zombie who claws at the barricade, dealing. He's unable to. I think he's unable to hit. Double check. Yes, unable to hit. Nope, he just barely does.
Oh wait, I want to use my reaction to do
Okay.
the sheer pain again.
Okay.
So I have to attempt to manifest it with a D4.
Okay.
And if I get 3 or 4, it manifests 3.
Okay. And it's a intelligence wisdom save. Okay, fails.
Great. D12, please. 7.
Okay, that's not bad.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, again,
I thought it was a 1 at
you
first.
see it double over in
This
pain.
one really looks like
The middle barricade has damage done to it. Specifically 1d6 plus 1 damage. Okay, so the zombie smashes it with a big fist,
No.
but is still up.
You check out the fist on that zombie.
These two run up to the barricade.
They're
Oh wait, are they
still-
still? Okay,
Incapacitated.
1 minute, huh? And they still have to.
And they still have to get as
They
far.
have to move away.
If they can. Well, let me make sure.
You're just gonna be running away this
They
whole
have to go
time.
the
so.
opposite way of Esquivel.
Where is?
I don't know that they can see you behind the barricade, unless you want to peek your head out.
That,
Yoo-hoo!
why is it like won't show? It's not showing me the.
But God is ever present, so.
It's true.
Okay, maybe I wrote it.
What's the spell?
I wrote it on my sheet.
Turn undead.
Yeah, it like disappeared from my sheet on
Huh.
D&D Beyond.
AGV.
I think that it. I mean, I know that it lasts.
It must
for a
spend its
minute.
turns trying to move as far away from you as it can.
Doesn't
And it can't
even
willingly
say-
move to a space within 30 feet of you.
So,
It also can't take reactions.
Yeah,
It doesn't say anything about seeing it.
Okay, and it's incapacitated, so it can't take any action.
correct.
Okay. It moves farther away. The one with the red mist pouring from its mouth and wounds takes several steps up. First, it has to make a save for the moonbeam, which it fails. And that does how much damage?
15 damage.
15 damage.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I roll
Ay,
well.
ay, ay. Okay. It raises its head, and a fountain, a cloud of red mist shoots up from its mouth, covering everyone in front of the barricade as Bildrath attempts to shield himself and with a cloak and urges you to do the same, but it's no use. This horrible stench enters your mouths, you two.
Ew.
Not the people on the building. You guys make a DC 12 con save.
Wait, that's good.
But do I have a second inspiration?
No.
I don't think I've used my first one.
You have not.
No,
7.
It feels bad.
I can't be bought. You can't buy me, audience. I failed this save on purpose.
That's his version of
Oh
Catholic
wait,
guilt, self-flagellation.
Question.
Oh, wait, was this a... It was a constitution?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Then, yeah, 7, so I assume that fails.
4.
So you guys both failed.
Well, what's fail is what? Lower than what?
I can tell you that you both failed. 12. You each take 14 damage.
Whoa! What?
Now, Periwimple takes
That would have killed me.
7.
14, you said?
Yes. Periwimple takes 7. And Bildrath doubles over.
Oh no.
He is clutching at his throat, seeming to choke. then falls to the ground, and you can see very quickly that his flesh is starting to harden and crack.
Oh boy. Petrification pressure.
Peeking over the barricade, you can see that also the mist from this, the zombie that used to be pouring it out of its mouth and wounds has stopped flowing, at least for now.
Is it dead? No.
No. It's still very much up. Bildrath's turn. He's dead.
Straight up deceased.
Well, for now, anyway.
Okay.
Chill.
Lady Lon.
Until he attacks
Not what I
us,
wanted to hear.
Until he comes back and kills us.
Lady Lon and then
Well, that's what
Rowan.
he's doing.
So
for
I
the
can't.
next
If I
6
gave him a
seconds.
healing, if I gave Bildrath a healing potion, would that not do anything?
Maybe.
Okay.
Or if he were healed magically. Maybe.
Okay. Lady Lod, as a bonus action, is going to give her a healing potion to Bildrath.
Okay.
Pour it in his mouth.
Okay. So that can't be a bonus action.
That can't be a bonus action.
Well, because it's more complicated to administer a potion than it is to just drink it yourself.
I have you.
Okay, then maybe I will. All right, so I won't do that. I look at Father Escobar and I'm like, okay. So now the gross guy and the zombie are equidistant. Both are the same distance from the barricade.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my dart though on the Has the zombie taken? Will the zombie die? If I hit it, like in the sense that does it need like?
If you hit it with fire or.
Okay, I dip my dart.
Okay.
I dip my dart, and I go with said dart to the zombie. It is.
So you fling the the dart.
14.
That's a hit.
Nice. 7 damage.
Okay. So you whip
Flaming
the dart and throw it on fire. It finds the zombie, and again, the flames radiate out from its belly, and it dies.
Woo! Nice.
Okay. Next up is Rowan. And then Father Esquivel.
Yeah, I'm the gross guys in the moonbeam, and everyone else is far away. I'm gonna leave moonbeam where it is. Let the gross guy make another save. Try to take some more damage.
Okay. That'll be on his turn, right?
Well, it can be on his turn or my turn as long as the damage happens like this.
But it hasn't. It didn't. It's when it enters or begins its turn, right?
Whenever, as far as I understand it, whenever it like enters the space of Moonbeam,
Okay.
it'll take damage if it hasn't already taken damage from it that round.
Okay. So we can try.
When it enters the spell's area for the first time, or starts its turn there. So if you move it onto it, that's it entering it.
But it didn't. But in this case, it has to wait until his turn. I just rolled for him and he failed, but it'll happen on his turn.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So you don't have to move it though as your action,
Tight.
unless he moves out of it, of course. But he will still take the damage in the beginning.
I am going to. I don't think anybody's within 30 feet of me.
No. Not within 30. You can climb down if you like, but you're in a relatively privileged position up there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not getting down.
Can we see the far? Only Rowan, or not Rowan. Only Eric can see
that.
the one out there.
Guy on the horse.
Yes.
Yeah, I do not have dark vision.
No, he's not on a horse. In his mind, he saw a guy on a horse.
He saw a leader on the horse.
Yeah.
Giving commands.
Oh, we can't even see
I
that
cloaked his
guy.
mind.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so first I'll use my bonus action. I'm gonna hurl a luminous arrow at the gross guy.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. 9.
That is not a hit.
Yeah, I kind of thought maybe no. What can I do? Haha! You know what I can do? I'm going to cast the cantrip Starry Wisp at him.
Okay.
Which is mechanically the exact same thing as Luminous Arrow.
Okay.
Oh my god, 13?
That's a hit.
Ooh. And it's the 8. Ooh. 11.
Starry Wisp, it's called?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, this arrow of pure light flies from kind of above a rooftop and speeds down toward this plague-spreading zombie and lodges itself in its side, dealing 11 damage, which is a lot in the context of this zombie.
It exists in the context of...
Yeah, the times from which it is past and all that will ever be.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Father Esquivel, you're up. Next up is Eric.
Question. So I know that Beldrath being downed is bloodied. Do you have less than half your hit points?
No, I'm okay. Plus, I have the potion, so I can just take that if I need it.
Okay.
I have half my hit points.
Perry the penguin, Perry Wimple, also got hit by that. Is he bloodied?
No.
Are you bloodied, Eric?
I have half my hit points.
Exactly half?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to...
That counts. Having exactly half counts.
Right. I just can't... I have an ability that only I can heal as many people I want, but only if they're below half, and only up to their half. So
Well,
it's
if
like
you-
very
okay.
last... It's like raising people up from very low.
But just so we're on the same page, the
Bloodied
number
is
22 is less than half of 44.
So he is less than
It
that.
is less than half.
But it would only raise
But
him by
it would
1
only
point.
raise it to...
Oh, I see. Okay.
It would give him 1 HP.
Right.
I
Which is
see.
the rest of the HP would...
Yeah.
Or, no, it wouldn't, but it would... It doesn't make sense to use it right now.
I see.
So I'm going to... instead, I'm going to Healing Word Beldrath.
Which is a bonus.
Which
action.
is a bonus action. And that is 3 plus 7. So 10
Okay.
heals for 10.
So, Bildrath, the first thing you see is that the green coloration of his legs, which you saw just under the kind of flowing tunic that he was wearing, begins to recede, and he opens his eyes slowly and comes to. Periwimple helps him up, shouting, "Uncle! Uncle!" And he is healed.
Yay.
And I am... Oh, I can't cast another spell on this. Yeah, Sacred Flame on the
Grossy.
gross guy. So, Dex 14.
Okay. That is a fail.
5 radiant damage.
Okay. Next up, we have Eric.
This arrow motherfucker is gonna just keep getting psychic stabbed by me.
Okay. That's a success on his intelligence saving throw.
Well
You
then, okay.
Cannot enter his mind.
Well, I'm going to use up a rapid manifestation and then do another one as a bonus action.
Okay. That's an even bigger success.
Great. What a turn. I'm done.
Okay, next up, Periwimple stabs with his flaming spear at the horrible-looking, but now perhaps less threatening guy before him. It's a hit. 2d8 plus 4. Okay, so for 16 damage.
Well, he's mad. He's mad, this guy.
Yeah.
He hurt his uncle.
Yeah, you can't hurt my uncle! And he stabs his spear twice, once into his shoulder, once into his thigh, and the zombie cries out in this wrathful roar. Next, it acts using 2 tremendous slam attacks against the barricade in front of it.
Maybe I'll get her age.
Oh, yeah.
This barricade
Finally.
is breached,
Okay.
the middle one. And now the zombies have a path into the town. Oh wait, it started his turn in the moonbeam. And it failed again. What's the moonbeam damage?
2d10.
Yeah, what if it died?
2d10.
Yeah, so maybe it
Oh.
died.
11.
Okay. It didn't die, but it is very hurt. And these guys are kind of not at this point. So the one in the back now appears to each of you, and again, he is 4, 5, 6. He has a very pale, skinny visage with long, stringy black hair and a long sword at his side, which he now draws and continues to run toward you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he does enter the moonbeam. And he fails.
9 damage.
Okay. And that's a... and then he's also... doesn't step on the caltrops. He does
Like
a
the
little
first
fire run. A little dance through the caltrops, avoiding them deftly. Incredible. Okay. It is Lady Lon's turn.
So both of these guys are, so in between me and these guys, are there caltrops? Or at this point,
No.
Okay.
And also, if you choose, no barricade.
Yeah, no, I know. So Lady Lon is going to go into a rage.
Okay.
She's mad. And then she's going to run out with her claws. And first, in fact, she is going to go into a frenzy, not just a rage.
Wow. What is that?
It means that well,
More moves or something?
oh, after this. It means that after this, I can make a bonus attack.
Okay.
But then I do get exhausted after I stop raging, but that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so first she's going to attack, so she should move forward towards the gross guy. And she is going to... wait. Not... That's 1. Then I guess
Did you attack recklessly?
I didn't. Well, I can't retcon that, can I?
Would you have?
Yes.
I mean, you went.
Did
You're
you
in a
just forget
frenzy.
to say it?
Yes.
Okay, then.
You're in a whole ass
Only if
frenzy.
you forgot to
Oh
say
my
it
God.
genuinely.
Get wrecked.
Is
Get
it
another
another
one?
I got no.
Do you need a new die?
I mean, I've been getting like 1s or 20s.
There must be a price to pay for this. So you fly forward. Roll a DC 12 saving throw.
Okay.
What kind?
Yeah, what kind?
Oh, sorry, con.
8.
Okay. You, as soon as you get within a few feet of him, you begin to retch. You are poisoned until the end of your next turn, and you cannot regain hit points.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Rowan, you're up.
That was our Leroy Jenkins
Father Esteban
moment
next.
right there.
Truly.
Okay.
It's been a lot of ones.
Is no, that's probably a bad idea. Does anyone in the party in a bad way and needs some healing?
I'm at 10 out of 20.
Okay. So while I'm keeping concentration on Moonbeam, I'm gonna use, and the point of this is mostly healing because it is necrotic damage.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom at second level. So I center a 10-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
I just want to get those 2 zombies that are knocking down the barricades in range, and no allies or party members.
Okay.
Tight.
So they need to make a con save.
Okay.
And they'll take 2d6 necrotic on a failed save. Or half as much on a success.
And it's 14?
13.
Okay, they both save.
What bastards.
Yes. So, is this the spell where, like, the plants around them also start to grow?
The plants around them start to wither.
Oh, okay.
So they would take half of 9, 4 damage.
Okay.
And, Alec, you can roll one of your unspent hit die.
Oh.
And
nice.
you can gain that much HP plus 3.
Oh, thank you. 7. Great.
All right. Anything else?
Feel
Nice.
great.
I'll use my bonus action and throw another luminous arrow at the gross.
Why not?
The gross guy,
Okay.
Josie Grossy.
Why not?
Ooh, that's not great. That's a 13.
That's a hit.
Oh. Hey.
That was your last not great one.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 6.
Okay. So, Father Esquivel, for the first time you can see without the barricade in front of you these horrific creatures. One almost regal and sentient in its bearing, and the other just this like lurching homunculus of organs and putrid flesh. Roll a DC 12 con save. Actually, sorry, you don't have to unless you get closer.
Gotcha. So you said would I understand that these? Is there any chance that I would understand that healing these creatures would have the opposite effect, or do you think that that's not something that would occur to Father Esquivel?
Well, you did see the green stuff leave the.
Oh, that's true.
So you would know that the healing somehow, like, at least maybe with the putrid guy.
Yeah.
It may occur to you.
And the putrid guy.
I mean, it's in the Bible.
The putrid guy looks more hurt. Hard to say.
It's difficult to say. He looks more hurt, but you don't know if you don't know what his starting point was.
He just woke up that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I woke up like this.
Okay. I think I'm gonna play it safer then. Well, should I go for it?
Go for it.
Okay. What I want to do is try to cast Cure Wounds, which is touch.
Yes.
On the putrid guy.
Okay, so you don't have to. It's only if you start your turn. Oh!
Oh no.
You know what? Not bad, all things. Not that bad. Okay, so you don't have to make the save until you start your turn within this space. So you may cast Cure Wounds.
Does he? Yeah. So Cure Wounds is a touch spell.
Yeah.
How does that work?
You have to make a ranged touch. You make a ranged attack.
Ranged spell attack or ranged like?
Sorry, you make a melee attack.
Oh.
But yeah, you have to make a ranged attack with using your strength. Well, let's say or dexterity because you're just trying to touch him.
Okay. Yeah. That
not
would
overpower him.
Dexterity would be preferable, but not great. Okay. Well, at least I won't be wasting the spell slot if it fails.
That's right.
Does 14 hit?
It does.
So he's going to take. Where is my D8? 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 4 plus 7. Do you think my life cleric enhancement to healing spells would work in this situation?
I think so because the theory in my homebrew rule is that it brings them closer to a state of natural wellness.
Right.
Which in this case is dead body.
So
because their organs are not really in their bodies anymore.
Yeah.
So that's 17.
As the Catholic God intended.
17.
Yes.
Okay, that's a lot. So you can feel the power of God channeled through you, and
healing
as
someone
you
to death.
As you touch this horrific creature, which you don't know what even compelled you to reach out for it. You can see it withering within its body.
I have like a full on I don't think he understands what compelled him to do that, and he has bile in his throat. This is the grossest, most awful thing.
Lady Lana is also just so disgusted that more of this goddamn goo is getting on her clothes.
I mean, it makes sense.
Luckily, I forgot to change into the fresh clothes that I found. So.
Oh yeah.
Thank God.
And speaking of forgot, you got the bones that you asked for. The
Great.
chicken
Okay.
bones.
Cool.
From Bildrath when you came up to the barricade. Okay, Eric.
Question.
Wait, that guy's
Yes.
still alive?
He's still alive.
Good Lord.
What is movement down a ladder like in terms of speed?
Since it's a ladder, let's say you can move your speed.
I would think. Okay, good. I was hoping you
Yeah,
would say that.
and the ladder's over here.
Okay, I'm gonna move down the ladder and get behind to Lady Lon. Go over and touch her on the shoulder.
Keep in mind, I can't heal.
That's okay.
Okay. Let's say you can switch places with Bildrath temporarily.
Great. And out of my hand comes some psionic fire that enwreaths you entirely. It's not harmful to you or me. And if a creature within 5 feet of you touches you for the first time or hits you with a melee attack, they take 1d4 fire damage.
Nice.
And then...
You better remember that.
1d4.
I'll remember.
Okay, thank you.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, Periwimple, again, in a rage, tears streaking his face, stabs at the man in front of him.
My most precious uncle!
But the rage overwhelms him.
Another uncle.
The rage overwhelms him, and he stumbles forward, knocking over this barricade.
Oh, Periwimple!
In his miss. And that is his turn. Next, for his trouble, he is faced with 2 slam attacks by that self-same zombie.
Oh, Periwimpy, you're going down. I'm sorry.
Dealing 13 damage. But he is very hardy, more than you might expect. So he's actually still very much alive.
Yay.
Now the other one turns slowly to look at you, Father Esquivel, and raises his head, and you can see at this moment the full bearing of its body and the blackness behind its eyes and the void that its mouth makes when it opens it wide and reaches out to touch you. You feel at its contact a bit of pain, and yet, as though God intervened, it doesn't manage to make its attack. Which is lucky for you, because whites they have some special properties.
I knew it.
Bildrath.
I knew the whites were special.
Bildrath shoots his crossbow from behind Lady Lon at the zombie, but from that distance he can't get the right angle, and the bolt flies far off. Next up is Lady Lon, and then Rowan.
Let's try this again.
Are you doing reckless attack?
Reckless attack. Okay, 18. That is more.
Okay.
With claws. Oh, so that is. It's 2-handed, so it's 1d10 slashing.
1d10 plus your strength plus your ranged additional damage.
Yes.
And wait, who are you attacking?
The gross guy.
Okay, the gross guy.
So 7 plus strength 2, so 9 plus the extra, so 11.
Okay. The gross guy is impaled by 2 of your claws as they pound their way with multiple strikes into his flesh, and yet he's still not down.
Okay. Wow. Well, I'm still in my frenzy, so I'm gonna roll another attack as a bonus action.
Wait, so in a frenzy, as a bonus action, you get another attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another. Oh wait, reckless attack. I think I can only do once.
That's great.
Per
Beast Heart is also good.
yeah, that's yeah. So this one I think does not. I assume a.
I don't even know what that
I
is.
assume a 7 does not hit. So.
It doesn't.
Is that another kind of frenzy?
It's another.
Okay. Next up is Rowan.
All right.
I can't believe how tanky that pus pool is.
Yeah, so I see how hardy
our favorite little pouch of putrescence is. So while I'm keeping Moonbeam up, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
On the big gross guy.
Okay.
Real gross guy. And that is. Yep. Oh, not great. That's an 11.
That's a hit.
For real.
He's a big sack.
Is this radiant damage?
It is.
Okay.
4d6. I need to get out.
Wow.
4d6. Yeah, Guiding Bolt is great when you can hit with it.
Boy, if you don't blow him up with this, you will have rolled so poorly.
Oh my god, where are the fucking...
The D6s?
The Christian god is hiding my
You
D6s.
can use one of my Jesus dive.
No.
Oh,
I
is it
refuse.
themed?
Oh, you haven't seen these?
I don't think I have.
They've got crosses in them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Not just
fantastic.
crosses.
Oh my god,
Those are
he's
great.
on there.
Those are
There he is.
The full on every single face of the die.
That's great.
The full on.
I don't fuck with Jesus.
We need to get you some like bone dice.
I know.
These are hard to
I
read.
bet, I'm
Like a
sure those.
I did roll really
Yeah.
bad.
Did
These
you
are very
get more than
Lady
6?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They should be half
I
fingernails and
got
half teeth.
7.
Okay.
What?
The bolt that you manifest shoots out and into this this hulking creature, and it creates a single point that sucks the whole thing in as it
Hell yeah.
crumples and folds onto itself, and then just with a disappears.
Cool.
Fuck.
Hate that guy.
Yeah. Finally.
Okay. And you know what? Hold on. He should have been Moonbeam. Sorry, that's my bad. He succeeded on his save, but you still do some damage, I believe.
And I have a bonus action attack on his way if he's still up. And like every other time I have to do this, I forget which die it is.
Can we say that the ghouls have wandered so far that they've gone into that doom loop that we?
They likely have at this point.
So that's 12 damage.
Okay.
And
Fell in
then
a ditch and they're just running like Mario.
Voluminous
against the
arrow.
wall.
Ooh, 15.
That's a hit.
Tight. And 11 damage.
Okay. The arrow, again, flies with a slight arch over the roof and into and through the head of the white standing there, shooting clear through its body, and the head comes with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is dead.
Don't take the moonbeam away.
And at that... True. At that moment, Periwinkle turns to his uncle and embraces him in this...
They invent the high five.
in this enormously warm bear hug. And as you're watching it, a dark silhouette plunges from the sky, resolving into the form of a raven, a familiar raven, with these blue-tipped wings, and it's flashing in the torchlight, and it goes to you, Father Esquivel. Its eyes are wide and panicked, and it begins to issue these urgent, desperate, shrieking sounds from its wide-open beak.
Can we help? How do we help?
It begins to fly a little bit west and then turns around, circling quickly. Do you follow?
The western gate.
Yeah. Can we tell at all what the condition of the other barricades is?
You look across the town, and there does seem to be a significant melee there.
And it doesn't seem like we're getting any more waves here.
It doesn't look like that for the time being, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we tell Perry. We go.
Bildrath says from within the hug, "We can rebuild. It seems we have a moment. If you feel that you're needed, go now."
I can leave my familiar here, and if more waves come,
Yeah,
I
that's
can
a
have
good
Mori
idea.
come get us.
Good idea.
Yes. Take us to wherever you're going. Where we're needed?
Okay.
Is there some way I should talk to? Do you have a name?
It issues a caw, but it is difficult to tell.
Bartholomew can play the
Call.
So all four of you follow?
Yes.
Yes.
As you make your way west through the town, you see dozens of bodies littering the street. They are bloody, unmoving. The air is thick with the scent of rot and death. And this howling wind is singing with terrified screams. The barricade protecting the town square, past the farthest western barricade, has been shattered, and it is in splintered remains across the street. There's a mound of corpses now in its place, almost 6 feet high, that have been piled, it seems, to take its place there. In the square, the elderly and infirm are paired with children who are sitting there watching with muted horror what's going on. In the west, the torches have been extinguished. The town's western defenders have fled or been killed, and one lone figure remains standing. It's Ismark, and his clothes are torn and bloody, and he has a long sword in his left hand, and he's breathing heavily, short sword in his right. And 20 feet away from him stands a sickly, wan, pale-skinned zombie with its flesh pulsating with these red veins, the same as the one that you saw. Its eyes are staring with a unspeakable dullness toward the tents in the town square and beyond, and it seems intent on getting there. As this cloud of reddish mist spills from its gaping mouth and it takes a shambling step forward, he calls for your help. Shall we resume that in our next session? Or do we want to try it here?
Let's do it next session. But out of curiosity, just so I can remember this for next session, how far are we from the town square? So how many minutes is it, or how long is it going to take us to get?
You're there now.
But I mean, like from the barricade.
From the eastern barricade to the town square. It was about a 5-minute walk.
Okay, so my rage is over.
Yes.
And I'm exhausted. Okay.
Okay, and your fire.
Oh, you're exhausted after Frenzy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, great job.
Shit.
I have one spell slot left.
Oh,
I have 2 rages left, so that's still good.
But you are exhausted.
But I'm exhausted. But that only affects me. That only affects like saving throws and stuff. But yeah, it should be fun. Great.
Wow. I still got some
That
juice.
was a serious combat.
For real.
Yeah.
I just like that those 2 guys are still wandering though. Like,
Yeah.
just,
I mean, they may at some point come back, but they're also somewhat weakened, so maybe.
Maybe they also decided they don't get paid enough.
Yeah, that's true. Howard
Not
to
for
the
this shit.
Howard to the.
If it wears off in the morning, will they come back?
They're quiet quitting.
Well, they are sensitive to sunlight.
oh no.
So maybe
For them.
they'll just burn out.
Thanks, Cassie, for being entertained here with us. Do you guys know what a white does?
No.
It's like
Besides,
Game of Thrones.
besides
Top of my
really
dome.
hurt me.
If it hits you, the damage it does is a permanent reduction to your hit points.
Oh
Fuck that!
So, and that's nerfed from previous editions of D&D where it would take levels off of you.
I would have been
With
so
every
mad.
Oh
I would have
my
been so
God.
mad.
And if it takes a level, if it takes you down to 0 level, then you die.
That was made
just
by a
get, like,
pissed off
unborn.
DM.
I was just gonna say, how many friendships did
Yeah.
like encounters with whites?
I think a
and-
white was my first enemy that I ever faced playing D&D from an older kid.
So fucked
That's
was
fucked
teaching
up.
me.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
That
Yeah,
is the
he's
kind
like, hey,
of
you want to play this
monster.
game? Make a character. And then I was like, cool. And then it's like, okay, this thing comes out of the bushes. And now you
Were
no
never
longer-
born.
Yeah.
You're no longer
God.
special.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I had this very beloved character that I had made, and then I came very close. Eugene made me. I drank a potion or something, and I came close to like being turned into a fish for a second.
Yes.
That would have been grounds for
A
divorce.
sawagan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you decided to make a shady potion. By the way, I haven't really explored the crafting rules in the new edition.
I only
That's
glanced
a
at
big
it.
additional thing.
I should actually look into it because of my.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
There was recently.
Not much is known about the sharp-featured androgynous figure come to Barovia in a high-coloured violet coat with closely shorn hair. Rowan Damnalik makes himself of use to the nobles they travel with, entertaining with a classic tune and his high ethereal voice, not to mention a good bit of gossip with the ladies of the court. Rowan may well imitate the aloof manner of a courtier, but just beneath a practiced facade of calm rages a great anger. And there's something else about them too, something unsettling, ancient, and cold.
Father Esquivel is an ordained priest, sent far from home on missionary work. Though his vestments are threadbare, his hygiene limited, and his ecclesiastical knowledge a bit lacking, he is empathetic and friendly enough. He's on the younger side for a priest, but whatever his life before the cloth, it must weigh on him heavily, for physically he seems aged well beyond his years. He claims to be happy in company and sharing the difficulties of the road, but you might get the sense his smile is feigned.
Even while petting her ornery pet Pekingese Monto, Lady Lan never smiles. A severe Chinese lady dressed in elaborate silks and other finery, Lady Lan never seems to have a hair or jewel out of place. Despite having traveled many months through the deserts of the Silk Road and faced all manner of challenges, you will never see her with a smudge in her makeup. And yet, anyone who spends enough time with her will notice an anger glimmering behind this otherwise impenetrable exterior. Something must give.
Eric von Eggenberg is a pale young boy, his skin almost translucent in the dim light. His eyes, the color of a stormy sea, hold a lifetime of unspoken sorrows, fixed upon the arabesques of the moldering wallpaper, seeking patterns that do not exist. His hair, a messy jet black patch, appears to be thinning. He moves with the jerky grace of a puppet, his limbs seemingly not entirely his own. Clutched firmly in his hand is a ruby brooch, a glimmer of hope in a life filled with darkness. Whispers follow him, telling of a noble lineage abandoned, a sinister apprenticeship, and a mysterious benefactor offering salvation in a distant land. There is an unsettling aura that surrounds him, a disquiet that hints at secrets best left undisturbed.